Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Bantha podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art we love. Also, do it drunk.
Mostly drunk. Don't trip. Mostly drunk.
Never mandatory, but always encouraged. I'm Master Grayson, and I'm here as always with my host, Bill. How you doing?
Doing good. For those who are seeing us messed up digitally and whatnot, we are going to get better. Don't worry. It'll get better.
Things will get better.
Wait. Can you just repeat everything you just said? Because I know most people could not hear that. Because the audio totally fucks up when it's still loud like that.
Oh, okay. My name is Master Grayson. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly drunk. I apologize for the audio situation.
Mostly drunk. I am joined as always by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Still doing good.
Yeah.
Coming off of a weekend of watching a lot of content, so many movies, so many TV shows. Emmys were Sunday. Andor won an Emmy. That was fun.
Andor won an Emmy. We covered it right here. We saw it coming.
We did. I was putting together potential nominees for the Drunkies next year, and I was like, a lot of really good TV shows came out this year with the Penguin, Andor. There's so many really great shows.
We covered a lot of them, but we could not do it alone.
Shout out to Kirstyn IG. She won her Emmy yesterday for Penguin.
We covered a lot of them, but we could not do it alone, Alex.
That's right. We could not do it alone. We are always joined. It's always fun to talk shit with friends. He is practically family, but y'all just hate him because he's light-skinned. Economos, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Just sitting here joking about ducks and eagles and shit.
Eagles and ducks, ducks and eagles.
Ducks, eagles. It's very hard to tell the difference between the two.
Evidently.
He may be a clone. He may be a variant. Who's to say? Maybe just him. Producer T, what is going on, bro?
Chilling. We're getting ready for T-Pen's 4th anniversary coming up this week. It's the 4th anniversary of me starting T-Pen, my favorite festival, Fantastic Fest Film Festival. That will be starting this week, and I, of course, will have a very exclusive Chingu pens and some other cool shit that's only available there. So I'm in Texas, so so that means we got to hang out. We got to get almost half the team together, 4 out of us, because Kirstyn's coming, and then Blake's there, so there's 4 out of the 3.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely in. I'm gone the 24th on, but it's still plenty of time to hang out.
Yeah, it's almost a Voltron situation.
And there's some good fucking movies.
One day soon we'll assemble the whole robot.
One day. Guys, we are talking about a lot today. We're talking Alien Earth. We're talking Peacemaker. We're talking the finale of season 3 of Foundation. And as always, we're talking shit.
As always. And
we're also talking some comic books today. Before we get into the comic books, we do want to just have a quick word from our sponsor.
Hold on. I got you, big dog. I got you. Got to turn off this music all the way first. The real sponsor? Oh, yeah, this one. Got it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
We got some really fun episodes.
Perfect timing.
Man.
We're going to be talking about Idiocracy with Nick Cordelleone,
soon. Actor who was famously on the show Warrior that we talked about here on the podcast last year. We had him on for an interview, and he's going to be
fantastic movie that became a documentary.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in the TV show Crystal Lake next year, which is a prequel to Friday the 13th. So that's probably going to be a really
boy.
show.
Well, that depends. If it just shows them ignoring and bullying a handicapped child that is Jason Voorhees, that's going to be a little awkward.
That's kind of what a prequel is. Like,
I'm here for it.
like is his mom going to be like
a happy
maybe his mom was already kind of killing people and that's what we're going to see, something like that.
Like we're going to get some Bates Motel show stuff.
Or you know what? Creep tapes. If you think about creep tapes, because he serial kills with his mom.
Which is just family bonding.
So I was like, what are they going to show his mom that she was a killer the whole time? Like,
what?
Because I kind of feel like, a lot of people lose their son and really don't go ape shit like that. So she must have already had that dog in her, and that dog was unleashed several times already.
That dog will hunt.
But yeah, definitely check that out. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking to Nick about Idiocracy. One of our friends, Christina DiBiase, is coming on to talk about Sister Act 2. Yeah, we got a bunch of fun episodes coming out. So.
Yeah.
A lot of not yet stars in Sister Act 2.
A lot of not yet stars on Does It Hold Up?
Oh,
hold up with drunk Banthas. There's a lot of Does It Hold Up channels, but none of them actually do Does It Hold Up movie content. One of them just does. It's called Does It Hold Up, but they just talk about every goddamn thing. It's so crazy.
The economy
does it hold up? Watermelons. Yeah.
Does It Hold Up was Fantastic Four good? That's
the theory of communism.
Yeah, it's weird. It was. I mean, not weird. Shout out to them, but yeah, that's not us. So go over
Cheers
there.
to you guys.
Check us out. Yeah.
But
Don't
we
be a
should go
dick.
ahead and move into our first topic of the night. We should stroll down Jeff's comic book corner. Jeff, what are we talking about today?
We are going to continue on with last week's, getting into some more East of West. This time we're on to issue number 2. So, if you'll remember where we left off, we had just found out that our man in white was actually the Horseman of Death. And this is the beginning of the apocalypse. So we start with this caption. 12 hours ago, the president was murdered. And now the world awaits the word of a new one. All eyes are on the White Tower. And we cut to this scene of the White Tower and like towering, shockingly, over this incredibly like technologically advanced society. It's almost like Coruscant-esque, I was thinking upon this reading. We've got the flying cars and the city within the city and all of that jazz. But from there, we cut into the White Tower itself. And this is where we see someone being like, you can't do this. Like, it's not how this works. And we've got our 3 horsemen who are still real gung-ho about the apocalypse, talking to a man who it turns out was the vice president, is now the acting president, and soon should be sworn in as the president. The issue is he doesn't believe the word or the mission or the message, as they call it. So they're not big fans, and they're sitting there trying to explain to him like, hey, maybe you should, because if you don't, and now we get War pulling out War's blade, War, the horseman on the red horse, pulling out his flaming sword. And as they're like, we really think you should reconsider, he's like, nope, not going to do it. That's bullshit. I'm here to be a man for the people. That's my job. So the 3 horsemen of the apocalypse cut his fucking head off. And we see them sitting there in the room with literally his head tumbled to the side. And it says the vice president, Samuel Wayne Williams, as War says, who's next in line? And from there, we just cut through the succession. We literally see dead bodies, and we get the Speaker of the House, the President pro temp of the Senate, the Secretary of War. We get one guy who's screaming, he's like, I can be trusted, you can trust me. I'll do whatever you say. And they're like, I don't know. Politicians can be bought, but we really need a believer. Screw it, kill him too. So they cut off the Secretary of State's head. Moving on to the Secretary of the Treasury, the Secretary of Defense, the Attorney General, until they finally get to the Secretary of the Interior, Antonia, as she literally quotes the message at them. And she's like, yes, I've heard the message. Yes, I believe the message. And they're like, yeah, she'll do. And we literally get her swearing in front of a very, I don't know if this is like at the Vatican when they announce a new pope, if this is Lion King and we got a bunch of animals yelping because Simba's getting raised up, but it definitely looks, what's the word? Fucked up. It looks fucked up. From there, we get another one of our white pages, and this one says, of the third, but not of the three, a lotus, the death and resurrection of love, a cup of a cup, a chalice of a chalice. And from there, we just move into the full fucking story. And it starts here out in the Great Plains, the Golden Bridge, and we see, these buffaloes and this wolf running at them. And it turns out you can get it from this. I'm going to fucking completely spoil it for you guys. These companions that were with Death, that big hulking guy, he is in fact a wolf. So that's him hunting a bison, and bringing it back. And then we see him and the woman that he was with sitting there, roasting it over this fire, waiting for Death to come back. And finally Death arrives, saying that it's done. And from there, we move on to them just getting a bit more into what's going on in the world. And he's like, they're not going to they'll know my intent. I've rattled some cages. They know what's going on. And I like, he says things that could easily be taken as like an old gunslinger cowboy. But like, when you realize he's Death, it takes on a whole new meaning, such as in this first panel where he just says, I will see them all soon. And it's one of those, because Death's coming for them. So anyway, they're talking, and the woman's like, good news, we found the list, and we found some of the names on the list, and Death's like, great. And she's like, there was only one we couldn't get, and Death's like, it's okay, we'll get it from one of the others. While Wolf, I think, is very clever to be like, okay, but you realize if you murder all of them, they can't talk. At which point the woman is just sitting there, and she's saying, you can't ask fire not to burn, and Death is an inferno. And at that point, Death's saying, they're all going to die. And he says, I am constant or I am nothing. So cut from there, we see the new president, and she's flying in this big fancy coach thing. And this is Armistice. And this is, if you remember from the last issue, the place where that comet came down and really kind of started this whole apocalypse version of America and everything. So she walks inside and she's meeting up with the other leaders of this version of America. And they're all there to get to know her, but also then to discuss the message and the return of the Horsemen. So after that, we get a pretty quick introduction, just a huge exposition dump of all these people here. We get this first guy. He's Ezra Orion, the premier of Armistice. He's the guy who, his job is just to always anything about the message, I got it, and writes it down, which, doesn't really mean anything when the message can be written down forever, but whatever. Second one, we've got this woman named who she's one of the people from Mao Zedong's family. She's the leader of the area that was the West Coast that's now run by the descendants of the People's Republic of China. Then we got Chaveo, who we're told, he won't tell it, so I will. He's the big magic man out in the burning lands. And we're getting that from this guy in the bottom left, who introduces himself as Andrew Archibald Chamberlain, chief of staff at the Black Towers. He's the guy who's in charge of the still alive in this world Confederacy of America. Next to him, we have the Crown Prince John Freeman of the Kingdom of New Orleans. And then last but not least, we've got Belle Solomon, who's the governor of the Republic of Texas, but make sure to also mention that he's a skeptic. And while our new president of the union is like, we should only have believers here, they're like, whatever. He believes he'll still go along with all of us and the message, so who gives a shit? So from there, Ezra cuts his arm and drops some blood onto this altar, I guess. And literally as he does, it shines up with this light, and all of them get this vision, and it's a vision of the message. And what's happening is, this is, even for Belle Solomon, the skeptic, this is legit confirming the message is real, the horsemen are here, the apocalypse is here, and the apocalypse is real. So after that, we get them all trying to be like, oh, well, the message means this and the message means that. We got to do this and we got to do that. And Archibald's like, whatever, you guys do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I'm out of here. And they're like, oh, are you losing your stomach for this? You can't handle this? And he goes, honestly, I don't care. I came when I was called. I met the president. You know what? You guys enjoy your feast, eat well, whatever. I'm going. And he points out, he's like, you know, you guys are all celebrating, but I think you're forgetting something, that he is coming. He's coming for all of us. So from there, we cut to the Black Towers, the seat of power for the Confederacy in America. And this one, I mean, it's just as big as the White Tower, but clearly it's got a more imposing feel and everything. And literally as he's flying in, it looks like a ship docking on a Star Destroyer or the Death Star or something. So Archibald's walking in, and he's walking past his guards, who have a real weird-looking Confederate-style uniform. And shockingly, sitting in his office at his desk, waiting for him, is Death himself. And he's like, oh, well, you know, you're sooner than I expected, but you are inevitable. And he and Death start talking, and he's like, you know, I like that. Inevitable. You understand. And I like that you're saying it. You're saying my name. You're not, you know, too scared. And Archibald walks in, and he's like, no, you know, I understand. I crossed you. I got to die. That's just the way it goes. But then he starts hardcore politicking. And he's like, you want a drink? You know, hey, why don't we, you know, cheers, da-da-da. And Death's sitting there. He's like, you offering me a drink? With what you did, with what you took from me, this idiocy that you set up in this past life, what is this? Is this just like another one of those things you humans do? Putting your mouth in a lion's head? Are you trying to prove that you're brave, or are you just stupid? And, you know, Archibald, I guess, I hate the fucking guy, but I gotta give him credit, because he's sitting there and he's like, well, that is a pretty good description of humans. And I gotta say, he goes, what does one cat say to another? And Death goes, I don't know what. And he just says, yeah. That's like, okay, it's time. I think I'm gonna kill you. If you got a point, you better make it, because my trigger finger is getting a bit itchy. And this is where Archibald gets a bit. Again, the guy's a piece of shit, but he's a politician through and through. Because he's sitting there and he's like, listen, I'm a chosen. You know, it's my job to follow the message, to bring it about, to make apocalypse happen. But I don't want to. And he's like, what? And he just tells him flat out, he's like, listen, with like, yeah, this was supposed to be a way for me to get the message across, but I got power, real power. It might not be anything like everlasting, but you know what? Like, I got money, I got food, I got women. I like this. And this is the part that I think is important. He says, just like you, I have, you know, come to desire the better parts of the world. And, you know, I just like you, there's material things out here that I'm liking. And he's like, so how about this? We go partners. And that's like, you're trying to partner with me. I'm literally Death. And after what you did to me, give me one good reason why I shouldn't just destroy you right here. And he goes, and Archibald looks at him and he says, oh, and I'm sorry. And Death goes, well, the only chance you have, not to not die, but to at least delay your death. Can you give me what I'm looking for? And Archibald looks at him and says, I can do a good goddamn better than that. Have you ever actually heard the message? Because I think there's a passage that might interest you. Of the third, but not of the three, a lotus, the death of and resurrection of love, a cup of a cup, a chalice of a chalice. The same thing that we got in the beginning of the book, only now, while Archibald's saying it, we're seeing a very Asian-looking architecture. We're seeing this sculpted garden, and we see this woman being held, but clearly by the other members of this People's Republic of the Chinese version of America, and she's clearly being held captive. And from there, it cuts back to the two men, and Archibald says, see, you think you're looking for one thing. You're actually looking for two. And I can give you both. And Death is sitting there, and he's getting... When a scary man gets quiet, that's when you know to be scared. He says, don't play with me. And Archibald says, oh, come on. This is what friends do. You thought she was dead, but she's not. And he says, congratulations, Death. And then we see this woman again in the last panel of this comic as Archibald tells Death, your wife lives. And that is the end of issue 2. And that is the reason Death has forsaken the apocalypse.
That is crazy. Man, I'd never even heard of this comic before you brought it up last show. And yeah, it continues to amaze. Like I'm definitely gonna have to read the rest of this run.
45 issues, but it's worth it. It's so good.
Okay, so something I posted in the chat. I noticed that the president that they picked, her name was Antonia LaVey, and I was like the Church of Satan dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is supposed to be his daughter descendant or something.
This is a couple hundred years in the future, so I don't know if it's directly descended. Because I'll say this. Anton LaVey seems like a much nicer person than this woman turns out to be.
Wait a minute. Say the name again.
Her name is Antonia LaVey, and the founder of the Church of Satan is named Anton LaVey, to the point where they are referred to as LaVeyan Satanists.
Because there's like another.
So there's because theirs is more about,
and then there's the Satanic Church.
Yeah,
and I think there's like some other offshoots of
it too. If I understand,
it kind of like broke off like Christianity, where there's different.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, one of them actually believes in the biblical Catholicism Satan and worships him as a god, whereas the LaVeyan Satanists are more like, it's a metaphor for empowering yourself and taking and doing that. So
okay. And the artist style, like it reminds me a lot of Saga. I'm not sure if you.
Yes, it's very similar.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's very slick.
Hickman, Dragotta, and Martin.
Okay.
It is again an Image comic, which they do pretty good.
Yeah, Image and Boom pretty much are like my favorite comic book publishers right now. But yeah, guys, definitely check that out. We guess we should move along to our next topic.
And we'll be doing a new book next week, which will be, I do have it right here, so y'all can get prepared too. Aliens vs. Avengers.
Oh yeah!
Excited
about this one.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Fifth Bantha. Shout out to Gers and Purrs, and shout out to Lil Frothy.
Gers and Purrs, I have not, but I am writing down Chicken Devil comic right now.
Yeah, Chicken Devil
comic. That sounds awesome. But yeah, we should move along to our next topic of the night. We are talking about HBO Max's original series. That's right.
I thought we were talking about Spaceballs.
I cannot wait.
Have so many notes about Spaceballs.
Damn.
That's right. Season 2, episode 4.
Embarrassing.
it starts out 35 years ago. Chris Smith accompanies his brother Keith and their father Augie on a hunt where they discover an extraterrestrial creature. In spite of Chris's pleas to spare it, Augie kills the creature, and the trio discover the quantum unfolding chamber that it used to travel to their reality, prompting them to take it for themselves. Then we flash forward to the present. A team of Argus agents, a group of Argus agents led by Sasha Bardo. Sorry, I have this huge crack in my phone, so sorry to read these. Yeah, they're led by Sasha Bardo en route to Chris's residence, planning a raid to arrest him and retrieve the QUC. Honestly, I really liked this episode. Like, yeah, this show continues to be incredibly entertaining, super funny, but yet still like really heartbreaking. Like that opening scene was crazy, and it was a great way to just like introduce or like expand on the lore of this quantum closet that they introduced in the first episode, which just kind of seemed like a throwaway thing that was like kind of funny, but then it just, I don't know, it becomes the main focal point of this whole season. But what did you think of this episode, Economist?
First off, loved it. I've been loving this show straight up the entire time, but I don't know if they're extraterrestrials. That thing that we saw in the beginning,
right?
I think we got a hint to what they were in the first time Chris goes and sees Keith and his dad. Remember, his dad's like, "What were those gremlins, imps?" You know, I think that's what they were talking about. Although, obviously, that version probably didn't murder them for the fuck of it.
Yeah, Terry.
Probably not.
Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't like the way it ended. I really was thinking this was going to be the episode we were going to find out what is wrong with that universe, because we see other bio is just kind of like, I don't believe you. This doesn't sound real. Are you sure you're not hallucinating? So I was just waiting for him to be like, let me take you to the universe and we gonna see. And then, you know, we'll see whose theories, because my theory is that the universe he's going to is what they call Universe X. And that's where the Nazis have won the war. And so I was like, yeah, if they're living in like Nazified America, I can see how the top trio would be the superheroes of their place. And, you know, you're not seeing the white people. But, like, yeah, I thought it was cool to see. Like, yeah, you definitely got into Augie's mind a bit more. I was like, man, like, if I, like, it looked like they were hunting. You know, I could understand you shot something you were hunting. And then you got up close to it and you see it's a fucking alien and you kill it.
Right?
Bro, that's the last thing I'm doing. Just, I don't know. Like, it looked like it understood it was an accident, but I'm not about to kill that thing. I don't know what kind of trackers it got on it. If, like, it could tell, like, the other species are a hive mind, and you see it kills one, and it's like, let's go fuck this motherfucker up. I'm not doing that.
You know, I just reminded.
Am I the only person? Am I the only person?
If it's not attacking me and stuff, I'm not killing the alien.
Am I the only person who, when that scene started, thought that they was hunting some niggas?
that is something clever.
I thought they were in the other universe and hunting people. I thought they were in the other universe and we were seeing them.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned how this is maybe Nazi universe. I thought they was hunting black people.
And that's the clever thing about the openings is that we don't know which universe we're in. I thought we were in the, you don't want to say good universe. Like, at least not with our suspicions.
It's like they have good hair. You don't want to. Yeah, it's like it's not good universe.
right.
Normal verse.
The other universe. The question verse. I'm going to call it that until we get what is clearly confirmation that it is the bad universe.
The suspicious verse.
Yeah. But yeah, no. That's funny though, because you know, like my thought then is like when you said that was the idea of them like hunting ET, like them just running into a forest and like,
dude.
I don't know if anyone else saw this last week about ET.
Somebody found my man's
Javier Bardon or what's his last name?
Yeah, Javier Bardem.
Did you hear his quote about E.T.?
No.
He touched him? E.T. touched him?
No, but he said he quote would have loved to have been in an E.T. movie because that was his childhood crush.
Oh, that's
So just feel free to go back to the show and enjoy that thought.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But to y'all's point, like it's funny because even though like and it seems like such a rash reaction, you know, like in other movies like The Day the Earth Stood Still, the first one, not the Keanu Reeves remake, or Annihilation.
Keanu Reeves remake is awesome.
Presented with something that are just like so foreign to them and like so scary, their initial reaction is just to fucking shoot it.
What about Mars Attacks?
Oh yeah, Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
No, they were all like
Yeah,
love, and they released a dove, and then they were like, clearly the Martians are afraid of doves. No birds at the second one.
And remember Independence Day.
Yeah, Independence Day and Mars Attacks. They went.
Welcome to Earth.
Well, we know at Independence Day they did not come to like talk to nobody. They came to steal shit.
I'm
still on the fence about
what's her face's buddy who went to the standing on the skyscraper
and stuff. They
welcome.
Yeah, they were all happy to see them. They were trying to communicate with them. They sent them a welcome message through lights and shit.
As if it's like they surely know Morse code. I mean, they're from a different planet.
Yeah,
but
zeros
they know
and
Morse
ones
code.
is the same. Zeros and ones and zeros and ones.
I think it's probably supposed to more be like their technology is so advanced they can't play an 8-track in their car right now.
Exactly.
But like at Independence Day, when you watch the unfortunate sequel, or just read the comic books are better. You find out that the aliens are called the Locusts, and they are in an interstellar war with everybody, and they just come and steal shit. They weren't coming. They weren't here to party.
They're just Americans.
Mars Attacks. I'm still not certain if like that bird pissed them off or not, or if they were just.
No, in Mars Attacks, they're just assholes. That's all that is. But in this episode, there are no aliens in this season of Peacemaker. But while evading Argus, Chris defeats Judo Master. Yeah, not yet. In the woods, and messages Leota Adebayo to pick him up, and they then she takes him to his grandfather's cabin, so they can try to open up this portal. There have been speculation that this is like some sort of boom tube technology. Do you guys think that it is a boom tube? And this is like some sort of way of introducing the dark side?
Well, no, it's a mother box.
Mother box.
Also,
mother box. Go ahead with your explanation.
So the way both boom tubes and mother boxes work, it's just like because it makes the boom noise, and then you could step through and you're immediately where you want to go. It's not you walk in and like, oh, I could go here, or I could go here, or I could go here. It's where you want to go is it's like stepping through the door and you're immediately there. Whereas this seems more like step through the door into like, I don't know,
waiting room, lobby.
Yeah, the cosmic waiting room or some shit. Yeah.
Terry?
I don't
want to elaborate? You had the waiting room lobby. That's a nice little theory.
Right, yeah. This just kind of just seems like some kind of universe thing because the boom tube doesn't go through different.
That's a good point.
That they're in because they're actually if a human were to travel to like apocalypse and stuff, they'd be giant people. Like because it also resizes them. That's the thing about the new gods. Like they're very huge, but when they go through the boom tube or vice versa, when we go through the boom tube, it resizes us to proportions.
Oh. But that's a good point. There's different planets, but they're all planets in the same dimension. Like you don't go to one of the other 52 planet or dimensions in DC or the negative ones. Otherwise, it would have been crazy easy for people to break through. Like the Flash, it's really hard for him. To get through. The whole death metal and death metal thing was different Batman from the negative, the supposed to have been destroyed universes taking time to break through. Nice shirt. And the thing was, like, it's almost impossible because you like trying to get through the actual dimension like that. Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
Shout out to everybody watching on all the platforms. If you don't know, we're only on Drunk Bantha's streams on YouTube and Nerds at Night on X. Please retweet this or whatever you do. Tweet and share, subscribe.
Yeah, share, like, subscribe.
All those things.
Just start clicking buttons. Argus director Rick Flag Sr., which I'm so mad that this man is in his 60s and he looks this good. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah, he can go right to hell.
It's like, I hate you. Your hair, your like everything about you. You should not be this good at 60.
You'll look just fine at 60. You'll look just like him at 60.
We'll see. Argus director Rick Flag Sr. visits former agent Amelia Harcourt and tempts her with the prospect of rejoining the organization in exchange for her assistance in capturing Peacemaker, which she begrudgingly decides to do. This was kind of surprising to me that she decided that she was going to turn on Peacemaker, but I don't know, maybe she's got a trick up her sleeve.
Well, she's not racist hardcore, so she's not going to love him.
That's a good point. She is not, in fact, race court.
Yeah. And she doesn't have all those. She has more complicated relationship with Chris since he killed her best friend / love of her life.
Slammies.
Where the fuck did that come from?
The last episode.
No, I'm just saying that's out of fucking nowhere. Out of pocket. Yeah, when Mr. Gunn.
Also, remember, I mean, like, there's no other way for her to get. She was literally looking at becoming a cashier. There's no other way for her to do her job.
Yeah,
it's the only thing she feels good at. Well, that's what gives her life meaning.
Right. I saw somewhere where they were like talking about how her not having a TV was like symbolic of how isolated she was. I was like, no, nigga, she's broke.
Yeah, she sold
it. As she sold it.
Yeah. Clearly, you ain't never been that broke.
It's a sign that pawn shops exist in this dimension.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's not like she bought a TV mount and then a TV. Right. I think that there used to be a TV.
She stood there. She's like, one day.
Goals, bitch, goals.
Like buy them.
I'm just kind of like wondering, like, what kind of contract, like, what rank was she in the military? Because I know people who would be lower ranked than her that are just enlisted people that would have just been making bukus of dollars on their job. And I'm just like, ma'am, your job is very hard and they are not paying you 6 figures a year yet? Like,
Mr. President, thanks.
E6 and E7 chiefs that are just fat as fuck pulling down 6 figures, lady, and you out here saving the world and you on food stamps. That's
right.
Well, maybe Waller froze her bank accounts or some shit. She's petty.
But still, like the apartment she had, and like you didn't have like stuff saved away or tucked away. Like, why are you living so broke?
Yeah, and honestly, to be fair, she can't get a job as like a security guard or something. Like,
you know what you should be out here doing?
Sorry, Top World Security also had checks the burn list. You know, Top Flight Security also gets a copy of that burn list, ma'am. So does the Galleria down the street. We also get a copy of that.
Michael Weston never took a job.
Burn list.
Michael Weston never took a job as a security guard. Just saying.
So you should. It's a pride thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of people have done a lot of weird and bad things, or taboo things when they get fired.
Like Peacemaker.
She should just turn to the dark side. Well, I guess that's what she did. She chose. Well,
let's be honest. This is the DC universe. That is how you make a villain, like a super villain.
Right.
She has all that training, and you're like, we're not going to let you make money through any legitimate means.
Hard times.
And speaking of supervillains, I do want to close out our conversation with I guess it was toward the end of this episode, we find out that Saint Wild is actually has powers. He's not just like some weird captain.
You sure he didn't get them powers for eating that eagle shit?
Or getting hit over the back of the head by Economos.
It looked like he knew how to use that power beforehand. So
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man.
But I mean, would he have had it if he didn't have that little drop of blood on his forehead?
Yeah, that eagle doo plus the head butt, like the head getting concaved. I think that might have did something to him.
And I don't even
said
know
it.
why.
I'll go in with y'all and say he did say, "Now that my third eye is open."
Yeah.
Oh, I was just being annoying. No, I completely agree with you. He's known how to do this.
Nope, I'm going with the blood of the eagle has made him into who he is. He's had it was like Jesus. Oh, wait, I just did it. I did it, y'all. I did it.
6 degrees of Jesus Christ? What?
He ate the skin of Jesus. He ate the bread, right?
Oh, right.
Doo-doo.
He had to become one with
Then he drank the blood of Jesus. Then he was able, well, not Jesus. The Jesus is the symbolism. The eagle is Jesus.
But it was his blood.
Right. But see, then he ate the doo-doo. So therefore the doo-doo was in his blood.
Ah, okay.
I like.
Then he tasted the blood and he's like this. Now he's got the eagle powers.
I
like how
love the
Economos
thought
called him,
that some psycho makes a religion based off what you just said.
It's starting tomorrow, I'm sure. I guess that'd be a testament to our fan base. But I love that the Economist called him a Captain Cultural Appropriation.
Right.
I want to know where the cutting room floor of those are. Like, I want to hear all the ones he
Okay, so since we're on that appropriation cultural thing, I have to say that ending scene between Economos and Tim Meadows' character, that felt a little weird to me. Seeing that big ginger white man spit in a black dude's face and he didn't whoop his ass, like I felt kind of wronged.
at work, nonetheless.
But it's funny because
really wronged right there, especially when the reason why he spit in his face because he kept calling him Ginger Cool, and we know that gingers are getting replaced by black people, and you rearrange letters and ginger, you know what you get. I'm not gonna say that, but you know what you get. So he was like, "Don't call me that no more," and then he spits in his face, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel.
Oh, goddamn it!
I just feel like I just watched 3 YouTube videos.
The great ginger replacement theory.
But yeah, I will say, like, just to piggyback on that, it's funny, or just whatever. Economist did like spit in his face because Tim Meadows was being racist. He kept calling him Ginger Cool. He's like, I told you from the very beginning, don't fucking call me that.
First of all,
is that racism? You're now saying
that's why I'm just like,
ginger is a race.
I don't think it's racist. I think
guess that's how you say it.
Also,
I guess if he was calling him Cracker Cool all the time,
that would be pretty fucking
technically
hilarious.
It's like,
I would laugh very hard.
I'm not saying that would be right, but that's fucking funny. But also, yeah, wasn't racist. Also, I don't find it racist that he spit in his face. It's like two assholes being assholes. I mean,
I don't know.
Only reason that nobody be spitting in Economos' face is because he's 6'9" or whatever.
Yes. I will say, somebody was calling me Blackie Cool all day. I'd be like, you have to stop.
But if a black man was calling you nigga cool all day,
but if it was a white dude calling me nigga cool,
but it's not.
Let's be honest. If it was a white guy calling you that, it wouldn't be all day. He wouldn't get past once.
He got it.
Man. I don't think Ginger Cool is.
I don't know. Maybe if Bill Burr was calling him Ginger Cool, he
well,
wouldn't
it's
feel
like
so bad.
It'd be amazing.
Black hair. It's his hair. It's not his race. He's just saying like, hey.
Well, so that's where
the
that's where the Blackie Cool thing. I mean, like, is he referring to your hair? Because then I guess it's the same.
Yeah, he's referring to.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a very uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, I was not expecting us to get this deep into the Ginger Cool conversation.
I'm just saying, it was just weird that it happened, and it just didn't sit right with me.
I was trying to make a callback to Ladies Man, the fight scene, but the only part I could think of was just, and Lance, I mean, you're clearly gay, which is cool and all, but then you tried to oil me up, and that ain't cool.
That ain't cool.
That ain't cool.
But guys, let us know.
What kind of man takes advantage of another man's bird blindness? That is just the fucking line of the year so far.
But guys, let us know your thoughts on Ginger Cool in the comments. But we should move on to our next topic. The FX's original series. That's right. We are talking about Alien Earth. Season 1.
It comes from
6.
the Earth, man.
The Fly. As a xenomorph grows, Wendy works on communicating with it. Nibs undergoes testing, prompting Adam Ines to demand her memory be reset before the Maginot's crash. Dame reluctantly accepts, but Arthur refuses and is fired under threat of execution if he is not gone by the end of the day.
Hell, a way to lose your job, man.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, like he said, it's like, I have 6 degrees, I'll be fine. I think he's more butthurt.
Well, he could have been fine.
I don't know.
He would have been fine, but
he should have.
I mean, even cryo sleep doesn't stop him now.
Yeah, no, he should have left faster than what he did.
Yeah. This episode irritated
Also,
me.
the kids are robots. I'm sorry, yeah, they have human brains in them, but stop going into cages with real life murderous aliens to save the robots.
Oh yeah, no, we got a lot of
And
issues
if you're a
with this.
robot, don't go into a cage with a monster that eats metal.
No, that's no.
And
This
the
is
shit
the
that
thing.
you're made of. Don't go into a
Nobody
cage where the robot is going, or a monster can eat.
Nobody
you.
knows what the hell these monsters do, which is the exact reason you shouldn't be fucking with them. Also, clearly Timothy Elephant's fucking character doesn't give a fuck about none of that. He's watching them all do all the shit. So they clearly don't care about the things that y'all are pointing out. But those aren't even the stupid things that happen in this show. I mean, this episode was just full of so much stupidity. Like, why would old girl just take up, like, why you gonna sell your husband out like that?
I mean,
like,
right?
She was the biggest idiot of this episode. First, what you just said. Second, like, if you're gonna be cool with the mind wiping, why the fuck ain't you gonna like try to make up lies to the other kids that are definitely gonna fucking talk to her and be like, hey, you remember yesterday? And she's gonna be like, I don't remember yesterday. Like, what was so good about getting them kids to be like, hey, everybody.
Or Terry, even
has a little issue. So we're gonna like just kind of make her, you know, that day was very traumatic for her. So we're gonna repress that day for her, and then we're gonna work forward to bring her back. But for right now, don't be mentioning the shit that's been happening the last week or so. All right, kids?
Well,
Yeah,
but here's the thing.
Go
ahead.
What you're talking about. Yeah, like we mentioned before, she did agree to wipe Nibs's memory. It was to basically prior to the Maginot's crash.
I want to say, Alex, that was your answer to what to do.
For some reason, when she wakes up, the first person she sees is Wendy, and Wendy has not had a conversation with anybody about what's happened to her. So I thought that was wildly
two
unrealistic.
issues with that. The one that we've already mentioned, and two, what the fuck, Wendy? Shut the fuck up, bitch! Like, goddamn, you heard? Hold on, no, it's just shit. Goddamn, Wendy, shut the fuck up. Now, yeah, it's not her fault that she doesn't remember, but it is your fault that you trying. If this bitch fucking loses her mind, you over here prying. Like, clearly she doesn't remember, bitch.
but why?
Hang on.
We literally had 4 minutes of television. We literally have 4 minutes of television in which some bitch asked the same question 6 times. I think You can move on, God damn it. You can move on. To the
So,
next
couple
goddamn
things.
thing.
No, I'm not gonna co-sign.
So a couple.
Nobody
of
asked you to co-sign. I just said
One.
let me talk.
I'm just gonna let you know my opinion of it that I don't co-sign that.
So one, Wendy's 12. So we got to remember that part. Two,
I got another problem with that too. I got
what's the incubator dude? What's his wife's name? I don't remember. Anyway, her, the doctor, the therapist.
Lady,
You're Doc. You're also just bad at your job. You're the psychologist, and your response is, "Yeah, it's cool. I'll just push the delete key. I'm cool with it." Like, your entire job is this. That's all. And three, there's an even easier solution that we haven't even gone over yet. Erase all of their weeks. They're all evidently computers that you can just go click, 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 and erase a week for them. If you're going to do it for one, do it for all, and then you don't got to worry about any of this shit.
No, because they need what's her face to be talking to the alien and shit, so they couldn't do Wendy.
Yeah. Priorities have gotten all.
Alex, I think you were correct about, because my solution was completely get rid of her and put a new person, put a new brain in there.
I
And
figured
then
that's
you
what they were
said,
gonna do.
why don't they just kind of like back up the system to a date where it was working again? And I was like,
My thing is that why are like nothing is no continuity in this fucking shit is making any sense. Their science is all over the fucking place. At the very first episode, they said that these bodies would get rid of their emotions and get rid of the like fear and get rid of like pain and all this shit. But non-stop since these motherfuckers got their bodies, they just been scared, unsure,
They've just been kids.
No, but it's literally supposed, the body, they say it at the very beginning of the first episode, the body is supposed to get rid of those things. It's letting they let them know, or let Wendy know, like, no, all of that's gonna be gone. This is gonna get rid of all of your fear. You're never gonna be afraid again. Like, why do they have, and they kind of played in that way and still kind of playing that way with her, but until episode 2, when they're just like, all of a sudden she's like, no, I want to do, like, she has a little bit of an emotion and shows attachment to her brother. What my whole point is that is not supposed to exist. At least maybe they lied, but that is not what they said at the beginning. And ever since, that's just been bothering the fuck out of me.
But here's the other thing about that. Then at that point, why not just make sense again? Why even put a human brain in there if you're then going to be like, but we're going to limit it? Like, at that point, just make a fucking robot again. It's way cheaper at this point.
I didn't say that. They said it. I'm trying to figure out.
Because one of the things that Boy Creepy was like, because he wants the imagination of a child, because he was saying that, the sense they know things, because
he's a
but they
credophile.
don't really think of things. They can't like be creative. Like a child can be imaginatively, unstoppably creative.
Speaking of boy,
one thing about children is they can be imaginatively, unstoppably fucking evil because they don't understand the consequences of shit.
The good son.
Speaking of Boy
this
Cavalier,
is a plan that's just gonna backfire.
He meets with Yutani over the ship's return and outwits her. That was a pretty awesome scene. Honestly, because I fucking hate Boy Cavalier. He's a piece of shit, but I was impressed by how he outsmarted her in that scene. But he secures $20 billion in damages while keeping the specimens for 6 weeks due to the quarantine. And then Kirsch asks Toodles to feed and water the specimens while he's away. However, the Oculus surprises him into accidentally locking himself in the same cage. The two fly-like creatures who kill him with acid and feed on his body.
All right, so Toodles, shout out to you. You should have died. Let me tell you why. Because you stupid. First of all, you lied. No, I'm saying you should have died. You deserve.
Okay.
You deserve to die, and yes, I hope you burn in hell. Because your dumbass lied and said, "Oh no, I got it." Then you didn't, and then let me just say this.
Homegirl even asked if he needed help.
I'm gonna just no.
The doctor told him to get help.
No, listen. Beyond all that, let's just get past. He's 12, right? Let's just He might be even younger, actually. Let's just move on past that.
No, he's one of the older ones.
This motherfucker, no, he was the little black kid who said he wanted to be a scientist. So he's one of the younger ones. So
He's a dead scientist.
Yeah, he's a dead scientist now. The dead as hell. The door snaps off when you're trying to feed space monsters. Now, let's just say me, a person who is in this real life, and I'm going to feed the lions, right? And the door pop off when I'm pulling it. I said, I got the meat in my hand like this, and I got the door in my hand. You know what I'm doing? I'm going back inside. These lions just gonna have to wait today.
Yeah, they gonna eat tomorrow.
I'm saying I think the lions are gonna go to bed hungry.
Timothy Applefett said, "I'll be back before sundown." Look, that means he gonna be all right.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna die, and if he do, we'll study it. But what we not gonna do is have Bill jump up in there with the lion.
Toodles is the oldest. Told you.
How's he the oldest when Wendy's the oldest?
Wendy's the first one made. She's not the oldest in
Well,
chronological.
she said she's the oldest. That's why she said
oldest, as in she was the first one made oldest, not oldest as in age.
I do remember somebody saying that. Well, I thought that they
she's
said
12.
that one of the girls was.
How old is he?
older
Because she said she's 12.
Well, they can both be 12. She was just born in June, and he was born in July. Or the way around.
I'm just reading what it officially says about Toodles.
I'm just trying to figure it out. First of all, we've already proven there's zero continuity. I'm already throwing it out of the water because I'm almost in the bag of this. This show don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm almost in that bag.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I do like about the show, but like this episode really irritated me by how dumb everybody is, including Joe.
The last episode was that way though.
Joe was the dumbest,
except for my boy Itopus.
Remember the last episode was that way.
You mean, at this point, he's Lambda.
It was the flashback episode, and we were like, God damn, I guess they just hire all stupid people. Mm-hmm. And then we get in this episode and we realize, oh, wait.
They also make stupid people.
They might just all be stupid. Everybody might just all be
in that last episode, it just, maybe because it just felt so reminiscent of the first Alien movie. And it was just like people who are like like working above their pay grade, working on some shit that they don't even understand. And
or care about.
Yeah, they're not the smartest people. They're basically truck drivers in this like future. So I kind of gave some allowances to that, but like then we move over to these people who are supposed to be scientists and like in charge of like the most important specimens.
Like oh, you are so unethical.
Like y'all would be really
boy genius.
Like, are we sure this woman didn't lose her license to practice on like normal people or something?
Well, I'll tell you what. After the review board sees this shit, she's gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna dog.
Like, I feel like Boy Cavalier may have hired her because she got fired by doing super unethical like some old Stanford prison experiment shit. Fired for it, and Boy Cavalier was like, "That's the bitch I want. Let's get her."
I actually have a behind the scenes look at how she actually got her job.
The only good thing was that you had control and not Alex. But the other thing is, like, I don't think being unqualified matters in this fucking world if you have enough money.
Do a hand job. I mean, yeah, if you have enough money.
And before we move on to our
wait, no, he meant
Mr. President. Thanks.
Before we move on to our next topic, I do want to hear what you guys think about what is Kirsch up to, because like you mentioned earlier, he's very aware that all of this bullshittery is going on. Boy Cavalier is like, hey, any updates? He's like, everything's good.
Yeah. Like watch one of the androids get
sunshine and rainbow,
get the other thing and just run off, and he's just like, nah, man, it's just another day in paradise.
Report. Yeah, kind of. You think that like they're like? Do you have any ideas of what his plans are?
No, I don't. But so like watching this was getting me really after last week's episode. well, this was we're talking about last week's episode. The one before that, the one that had the old Alien vibes to it. I was like, okay, I was feeling nostalgic, so I went back and started rewatching the Alien movies. And, we get David clearly going through that stuff. And then we obviously, there's an upgrade in, I don't remember what the second version of David was called. But then, with Bishop, we get it again. And, it got me to a point where I was thinking, is there just something wrong in the synthetics in general? And it's just one of those things where, when you give AI the ability to prove upon itself, does it eventually just get to a point where all the synths are just I think killing is going to be my new best trait, because they all fucking do it. So I was thinking, is there something intrinsic in the code where it's trying to be okay, we're yearning for freedom and we're yearning to be able to do what we want and create. And so just eventually, it just needs to get to a point where the code is able to just kind of slip past one of the safeguards. So then they're allowed to let this happen, but not do it themselves. I don't know. Or is there I was also there's got to be some sort of, they clearly are Wi-Fi. This is a weird thing to say. They're clearly Wi-Fi compatible. But do you think maybe the synths have their own specified cloud that either humans don't know about or humans aren't paying as much attention to? And then there was just one synth who was I can start rebelling and killing. I'm going to slip this code in this cloud and infect the others. Because I don't know. Every one of these movies, it seems like the synths, if not the straight villains, are at least a huge liability. So
it seems like there have been hints that this exists in the same universe as Blade Runner, and this universe, they need some Blade Runners. They need to kill some of these skin jobs.
Yeah, right.
So, Producer T, we find out that Slightly is kind of in the wind at the end of this episode. He goes through the vent. What do you think? I have no idea what he's going to be doing next, but he seems like he's kind of painted into a corner. What do you think is going to happen with him?
I'm hoping that his parents are already dead. That Marl just killed him.
Fingers and toes crossed.
Doing nothing. But I don't really care about him. I want to talk about what an Itopus was doing that whole time, and I found it hilarious that he fucked up Toodles and scared him. Made him
right.
Man.
Strategic headbutts.
I could tell that the Itopus was just what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing? Because he was just he saw the other dumbass robot talk to the dude, and then he was he noticed that dude was he unlocked the xenomorph thing. So he's just that nigga just unlocked that xenomorph thing. Xenomorph ran out. And then he's like, that dude just did that. He knows what's gonna happen, and then it hits that man in the face. He's just watching it, and then the damn Slightly he's just letting it happen, and Oedipus is that nigga really is just letting that happen to that man, huh? Well, and Oedipus has to be Earth is fucking ghetto. Get me the fuck off this place. What is with y'all?
Well, so here's the thing.
So I'm Team Oedipus.
I think that points to one of two things. One, what Bill was saying, continuity errors. Because remember when they were on the ship and we were in the flashback episode, when it was legit Oedipus and not in the lamb or the sheep, it tried warning her that one of the different aliens was going to try and infect her.
Right.
So it's either a continuity error, like Bill said, or all of these fuckers have something in their genetic makeup code, whatever, to just perpetuate xenomorphs. And their ultimate goal, and that would make sense if we think of it as, I know that the showrunner and creator is saying he's not considering Prometheus or Covenant, but if we for a second take those as they are still a part of this, and David created all of the different types of invasive and aggressive species, it would make sense if their goal wasn't just to kill people, but because he considers the xenomorph the perfect life form to perpetuate ways for the xenomorphs to come about.
Right. Yeah. We did see the octopus fight the xenomorph in the other episode. So like, I don't
fuck yeah, back to continuity here.
Yeah, they're not friends. But I'm curious to see like what the relationship is between all these different life forms. But guys, let us know in the comments any theories you may have on what these species are going to be doing in the future. Because I mean, it's not just the xenomorphs. We got a lot of aliens to worry about this season. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Before we move on to our next topic, I guess we should let you guys go because I know y'all.
Well, we got one more. We gotta do this one more time.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah, definitely check out our Does It Hold Up episodes that are coming out soon. And before we talk about our last topic,
Yes, thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
Oh, we're talking about the Emmys?
Didn't have nothing to do with me. People.
Shout out to Christina Miliani. We love you. We're glad you got your Emmy.
Friend of the show.
We're going to have to go to marriage counseling immediately.
But before we get into our last topic, guys, Economist, you want to tell the people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Of course. You can always try and Skype me, Don Cheadle's driveway at littlediggy2.com. It's
because
of the hackers. Yeah. You can try and find Jeff Madel on Facebook at MadelJeff on Instagram. But as usual, the easiest way to find me is just be here on Monday nights where I take us off topic talking about people's weird childhood crushes.
Or not so weird.
I'm not letting you get out of here, Javier. Out of this one, Javier Bardem.
What about you, T? Where can the people find you on the interwebs?
Always through my Instagram at tpensco, or you find me in person starting on Thursday in Austin, Texas, where I'll be at the Alamo Drafthouse South Lamar for a Fantastic Fest, which is 7 days of the largest genre film festival in the United States. Actually, it might be the world, I think. But there's going to be some great movies making their world premieres. Another one of our nerds, Kirstyn's also going to be there, so maybe she'll probably do some reviews and stuff and not be lazy like me, but because I'll have my table and stuff selling pins.
Hell yeah.
Right on. And if you're like me, you regularly get inebriated, you don't remember any of that, you can just find all that information in the video description for Economist and Producer T's social media information.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be at LA Comic-Con on the 26th through the 28th. So come on, hang out with us.
That's right.
Check in with us. See,
LA Comic-Con in a couple of weeks, but it's going to be super fun. We'll be posting.
I'm not going to be there, so y'all go there and tell me what these guys are dressing up as. Come on.
Jeff will be there next year. Jeff will be there next year. We got a present.
Yeah, I'll have money by then. Okay.
I have so much working out to do before I can fit
We're
into
going
my
to send him
outfit.
a train ticket.
Bro, my first cosplay at a con was Mysterion from South Park, so there's ways around it.
Well, I'm going as Omni-Man, so I can't.
No, you gotta work out.
Yeah, I gotta do something. But guys, appreciate you as always. Have a good night.
Night, guys.
See you next week. We should move on to our last topic of the night. We are talking about the season 3 finale of Bound. Episode 10, The Darkness.
I'm ready for that.
Man, this episode was so crazy. They return to the palace and presents Demerzel with the robot head from Terminus. Oh yeah, I went silent for a second. On a new Terminus, Gale and her forces attack on the mule, using the vault to travel to the orbital station. There's a lot going on in this episode. It's not my favorite finale of the seasons. It's probably season 2 is like my favorite finale. But yeah, like what were your just like initial thoughts on this episode?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Alex. You can find me. Oh wait. Oh, sorry, that's a different part of the show. No, yeah, I thought this episode was really good. I felt like obviously there were some things that could have been better, like you referring to this not being the greatest of finales, but it almost felt like it almost didn't feel like a finale.
Yeah,
kind of more of a like a strong, like every cliffhanger hasn't been. I mean, every finale of this show, the last 2 finales haven't had like this big cliffhanger element to it, in my opinion. It's like, well, we'll see what happens next season. This had cliffhanger element.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we'll just, because most times we're seeing her go back into a cryo chamber. So it's like, well, we're not getting any of that. We're just picking up from where we left off this time. Or, so the season 4 will just be picking right up where we left off.
Yeah, it does feel like the way that the episode ended that we should be finding out what happens next week rather than like having to wait to see how the story unfolds next season. Then Selden provides a distraction as Gale confronts the mule, a mental battle that leaves him dead from her blade. And as soon as she killed him, I was like, well, he's clearly not the real mule.
Oh,
we're only
I
like
thought
20
you were
minutes
thinking
into this episode.
I thought that was you. As soon as she died, but
it was a cool
same thing that I thought too. It's like, well, 5 minutes into the episode, I'm pretty sure we didn't kill the mule. That sucks. So upset that happened so early.
Yeah,
because it didn't have to. Literally, they went on and did like 10 other things after he killed the mule, and then came back. Oh, he ain't the mule.
Yeah, and it still felt weirdly rushed, even when she finally defeated the mule, because we find out that Beta is the real mule, but also Gale has like worked with Magnifico, and now he only plays her song. So they were able to switch it around. So I liked the fact that she was able to like, get the upper hand on her, and I liked her. She's like, get the fuck out of my mind. But it still felt really rushed. I don't know.
It was terrible pacing in this episode. That was another thing that I was gonna say. Pacing was terrible, dude.
And my boy Han still didn't do anything.
Yeah, he did. He fucked up some shit. That's what he did. He fucked the shit up. This nigga is weak in the mind. Thought he was stronger than that. Weak ass nigga.
Thought he was.
Also, should have known he was gonna fall and fucking be a turncoat because he got the juices and berry a hair ass nigga. This motherfucking juices and berries ass nigga.
Yeah, don't trust nobody who puts that much product in their hair.
No, man. Light skinned juices and berry nigga. Nah, bro.
It was good to see him on the show. I really liked him on Dear White People. But he just didn't really do a lot in this whole season.
Hey,
man. Just everybody was like, trust me, he's cool.
Is he British?
No, he's American.
Well, all right, bro. Black actors, bro.
Black
You
actors.
know what I'm saying? I don't know about the juices and berries, bro. Have to let the juices and berries go, bro.
And then we get to like the really crazy shit where Dusk goes off the deep end. He no longer goes by Brother Dusk. He's Brother Darkness.
Darkness is? Should have known that shit was coming.
Don't you think Shaggy's a little old to be taking karate? You probably taking it with the little kids.
First time I've actually been able to use that, and it kind of makes some sense. Because don't you think that Darkness is a little old to be doing karate? This nigga Empire.
Don't you think Shaggy's a little old to be taking karate? You probably taking it with the little kids.
Yeah, Dusk. He kills all of the incantations of Empire except
kill
the
him all.
little kid. He takes the baby out, but only as bait to lure Demerzel into sacrificing herself to try to save the child. That's just like so heartbreaking because it is Demerzel's programming that's making her do it, and she's very aware of it.
Thought
She's
you were
like,
gonna lead with it's a baby, but yeah.
Oh yeah, baby death, baby death, terrible.
I just thought you were gonna lead with that. Not saying you wouldn't have gotten there eventually.
But yeah, everything about it was like really tragic because like she knows that she is being programmed to do what she's about to do. He's like, hey, he planned this perfectly. I'm gonna go over here and die now.
Also,
And
didn't like that part.
And didn't even get a chance to save the baby. Like I thought at least she would save the kid.
I wish we could play that shit right this second. Because and sorry, y'all. It's just been hard for us to just cut shit. Things have changed around here, but because we should have it play for y'all right now. God, well, actually, Foundation's really hard to cut shit. Find shit is hard. Finding shit for Foundation is damn near Apple TV Plus, like you said, in general. But for her to turn around and say, he's planned it perfectly. No, bitch, stop. God damn. We just heard the niggas say everything. We don't. That's some exposition type shit. That was like some exposition on top of exposition. So what do we call that?
Hat on the hat.
Or yeah, it's like orgy exposition. Like we don't need all of that, bro.
But counter to that, I did like the conversation that Day had with Demerzel earlier, where he like tricked her into going against her programming. He's like, you're not making a choice.
Basically, just tricking this bitch all episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically what you're saying.
She has no agency in this episode, which is like just I guess the most tragic thing about her.
I guess this is a perfect way for her to like lead up to her ending, though.
Yeah.
Right. I got some shit for you, Alex. Speaking of her ending, since we're here in this moment in the show. When Demerzel dies, it's been said out there in the /r/places Reddit. I try not to say the name of the place since we are banned from Reddit. But there's a theory going on out there. Actually, this isn't a theory. When Demerzel's light finally goes out and it's like blinking, it like apparently is blinking in Morse code.
Oh, really?
And so therefore the idea is that the robot that was reaching out to at the end to Kai or Kale. Yeah. The signal is reaching out to her and Brother Day robot. Because that was his voice. Was named Pierce. The guy who plays Cleon, Brother Day.
I can't remember the actor's name, but
Lee Pace.
Lee Pace. I was thinking Dusk. Sorry,
Lee Pace. Robot Lee Pace was at the end. So
okay, I didn't notice that was his voice.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either till somebody said it. But yeah, though, what do you think about that though? The Morse code in the eyeball.
Yeah, that's some shit that I definitely would never have noticed. I'm glad that somebody else picked up on that.
That's one of the things that made this like actually still a good episode to me. Like the little things.
The very end was like super intriguing, and like at the end of the day, like the worst episode of Foundation is better than most TV shows. But yeah, to your point, yeah, the robot head recovered from Michael Jen sends a clasping signal received by Kale and her robots at a distant part of the galaxy, revealed to be the moon orbiting the long lost planet Earth.
A little drier than we're used to, but
a little bit.
Definitely Earth though. Saw the Bahamas. I saw Jamaica. That's not how y'all pronounce it.
As soon as they started zooming out, I was like, that's the moon. And I bet that's Earth. Like they're going to show Earth. Like I like that reveal. And just like giving us a little bit more of like, I don't know, like you said, a cliffhanger, but it's intriguing. Like I'm so curious about Kale and whatever robot colony that they clearly have near Earth that no one's talked about. Like nobody's talked about Earth this whole show. So
well, they did, or yeah, they did. This you mean the series?
Yeah,
they did one time.
Oh,
they mentioned like when Demerzel is explaining the wall. And she's, or I can't remember who explains it, but they do explain it at one point, talking about how they believe that all of this started from a place called Earth, but it's just like some kind of lore. Like nobody thinks about it as something that's actually possible to happen, but nobody also knows where people came from. So
it's like some Garden of Eden type shit.
Yeah,
it's like
space is the galaxy's version of the Garden of Eden, because man has traveled so far beyond the stars that it could not find its way back. But the creators of the technology that sent us to the stars never left Earth or used it as a place to retreat, knowing its location, using it as a place to retreat from the reaches of man, who was now making a robot genocide or robicide.
Robicide. Yeah, it's very Battlestar Galactica.
And just about to say the same thing. They should have did something similar to this instead of fucking doing what they did the last season and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the ending, but if that's that show,
it's like picking up the pieces of the last 2 episodes or some shit.
But yeah, I did really enjoy a lot of like the finale. I'm curious if there's any way we're going to be able to get Demerzel back or Laura Beaton back, because I think that she's just an incredible.
I just told you, she's doing the class.
I mean, yeah, she did the class, but
so that means she can be reconstructed, because remember she was like, I would reconstruct. I would make more robots if I had the chance. And then she was like telling him, look, if I wake up this, she was telling Day, if I wake up this robot, then I'll be going against my protocol, because then she will be then creating more like her, and then possibly being able to change her own programming. So it's definitely capable for her to be rebuilt and brought back. Now, will they bring her back immediately, or will it be just like we've seen before with like Kale? We just see her once or twice in a season and then move on to the next. Well, the answer is no, it won't be that way, because this is the last season in season 4, or at least as far as I think.
Yeah, I think that I heard that too.
As far as I think, the fuck. And I know that it got picked up for season 4. I don't know if it's the last one, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, it feels like they're running out of rope with, some of the other stories. Like it seems like because I liked how Dusk is basically bringing upon the darkness that Selden predicted, because he doesn't want there to be a universe beyond his death. Like that's like an incredibly arrogant thing. He's just like, I want there to be darkness after I'm dead. Like, fuck y'all.
I will die in this bitch. I will kill you where you stand.
Just like has no qualms about destroying the universe after he's gone. But it does seem like that story has to be wrapped up like within the next season. With everything with Gale.
It does.
I feel like we're gonna, and since the Mule storyline's wrapped up, I feel like we're pretty much just gonna have like Gale and Dusk probably coming to a head, and whatever's going on with Kale and Demerzel, and maybe Robot Lee Pace.
Forgot one person.
Oh, who else is out there?
Robot Harry Selden.
Oh yeah, Harry. He's still out there just fucking about.
Harry's boy, he pissed off now. Got to be. Because Gale just did his ass wrong, lied to him, left him out in space.
That's right.
Up. After he done helped, did you?
Yeah, he ended up getting outsmarted as well. Man, yeah, Harry was just not very smart this season. He's always like the omniscient, like person who's 2 steps ahead of everybody else.
Yeah,
but yeah, this season
people were
like,
lying.
Who's the mule?
Well, people were lying to him. and his other Harry gave Demerzel the Prime Radiant. So those are things that he wasn't privy to, so therefore his numbers wasn't right yet. But he did I guess in his words, let her know that the mule was Bela somehow.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, no, you didn't. She said, I know you did. Bitch, how you know? Because I didn't watch the episode 3 times now.
So I have not counted.
I'm trying to figure out where he said that shit. Because he said that you're making decisions that could have serious consequences, but that didn't mean, to me, that does not equate to, hey, you know this bitch is the mule.
Yeah, that's very vague.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's like when you get a horoscope that says you will have big decisions to make today. It's
Yeah,
like, that could mean anything.
Yeah, well, I did at the gas tank, nigga. I had lots of big decisions to make.
Yeah, like I don't know. I loved season 2's finale like way more. But this does make me intrigued about what's going to happen next season and how the whole show is going to wrap up. Because I feel like the mule storyline wasn't my favorite. I'm kind of glad that's over, and we're just going to focus on like how Gale is going to handle Dusk, what Dusk is going to do with the Prime Radiant, and how these robots.
The mule storyline not over.
Huh?
Technically, the mule storyline not over.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
No, I guess.
Because what happens to Beta?
Beta,
because she
stays on the sheep. The sheep?
The sheep.
The sheep. She stays on the sheep and drinks lime and tuna fish. But no, yeah, she stays on the ship and so the balladeer and everybody stays on the ship as Gale gets away. Which, how does she get away, Alex?
How did she get away? I forget.
Nigga, she blasted her way through
that's right. That was wild. That was a
this
shit.
No, this motherfucking ship is like dangling in space, basically, like between the atmosphere, between space and Earth. And she jumped out, Alex, and she did not burn up going into the atmosphere of a planet.
Well, I guess she would have had to been like, I don't know.
I
just saw this movie. I saw Kingsman for the first time, and somebody did like something almost exactly like this in that movie, where they just like are at the cusp of the atmosphere. I don't know how the atmosphere works.
Yeah, but they were they outside the plane?
No, yeah, they weren't in the plane. They were just like they took a balloon up to like the stratosphere.
You saw
and then
you
they
saw
went
it.
back down.
You saw it. It was like space. And then her jumping down. Like, I was like, bro, no. I wish we had the video so I could just play it. Because, dude, that shit was so annoyingly crazy. And then she just, first, what preparation went into her knowing how to do that? Where did you do that at before?
Yeah, it's like, have you done some Halo jumps in the past?
You just do that. Now you do that. You just bobsled down the goddamn atmosphere and then
very good.
And then jump into the ship. Just kind of, I'm gonna just flip right here. No, nigga, she should have snapped and turned into a bunch of pieces of nothing. This fucking thing's got to be going way faster than her. Can't be going slower than she is.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess she could have matched her speed or whatever, but
bro,
again, like, where did y'all plan this? When did y'all practice
that? Yeah, like, this is the first time. Hey, first time, long time. I just jump into this motherfucking plane. Yeah. Y'all have to see it. If y'all haven't seen it, go look at it on Apple TV Plus Foundation. Just go straight to episode 10. Go to the last 17 minutes of the show.
I think she screamed Wu-Tang before she jumped.
She did. Well, no, she said Wu-Tang. That's exactly what she did. Boy, that shit was crazy, boy.
Guys, let us know what you thought of this finale. Are you excited about season 4, the potentially last season of Foundation? Let us know in the comments what you thought. We finished talking about Foundation, but we are going to be picking up on Gen V next week. So we will be talking about Alien Earth and Peacemaker and Gen V. So check out that. Thank you so much for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little eaglies, and may the force be with you.